Welcome to my channel once again. Today we have an interesting book, and the book name is A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. Get ready to travel through the best of times and the worst of times. You are about to enter a world where love defies chaos. Ordinary people become heroes, and one sacrifice can change countless lives. You are about to explore secrets, mysteries, and hope beyond despair. It brings you closer to the heart of the French Revolution and the soulful courage that echoes through stories, histories. Introduction to Charles Dickens. Charles Dickens, the timeless master of English literature, wrote stories that have captured hearts for generations. Born in 1812, Dickens overcame a difficult childhood to become the most influential novelist of the Victorian era. His novels, including Oliver Twist, Great Expectations, and A Christmas Carol, continue to shape the imagination of millions, but it was a tale of two cities. Published in 1859, that brought together history, romance, and sacrifice with unforgettable power. Dickens' deep empathy for the poor, his understanding of social justice, and his gift for memorable characters shine throughout his unforgettable masterpiece about Paris and London at the time of the French Revolution. A Tale of Two Cities unfolds in the shadow of the French Revolution beginning in 1775, the best of times and the worst of times. The novel opens with Jarvis Lorry, a respected banker from Tellson's Bank in London, traveling to Paris on mysterious business. Laurie's mission is to reunite Lucy Mennett, a gentle Englishwoman, with her father, Dr. Alexander Mennett, presumed dead after 18 years of wrongful imprisonment in the Bastille. Laurie's cryptic message, recalled to life, becomes a haunting theme throughout the novel, representing not only Dr. Mennett's resurrection from imprisonment but also larger themes of redemption and change. Laurie and Lucy find Dr. Mennett at the Defarge wine shop in Paris. Monsieur and Madame Defarge, passionate and secretive leaders of the brewing revolution, have been caring for him. Dr. Mennett, once a respected doctor, is a broken man obsessed with making shoes, a skill he learned to survive the maddening isolation of prison. Lucy's unwavering love begins to restore his spirit, and together the Mennett family, with the Laurie's support, travel back to the safety of England. The story shifts to 1780 in London, where Charles Darnay, a young French aristocrat who was renounced his cruel family's name, the Evermonds, is on trial for treason, accused of spying for France against England. Lucy Mennett and her father are accidental witnesses for the prosecution, and the case appears hopeless until Darnay's lawyer, Mr. Stravor, and his mysterious wasted colleague, Sidney Carton, finds a curious loophole. Carton looks exactly like Darnay, making it impossible for the court to identify Darnay as the alleged spy. Darnay is acquitted and free to begin a new life. In the years that follow, the lives of Darnay, Lucy, Dr. Minute, and Carton become closely intertwined. In Paris, the cruelty of the aristocracy is on full display when Darnay's uncle, Marquis Saint Evermont, runs down a poor child with his carriage, showing no regret. The child's grieving father, Gaspard, takes revenge and kills the Marquis but faces execution himself. Darnay, ashamed of his family's actions, renounces his birthright and tries to build an honest life in England. Back in London, a quiet love triangle develops around Lucy. Both Charles Darnay and Sidney Carton fall in love with her. Darnay courts and eventually marries Lucy, while Carton bitterly loves her from afar, acutely aware of his downward spiral and wasted potential. Lucy's compassion gives Carton a sense of hope and redemption. He promises Lucy that he would do anything, even give his life, for her and for those she loves. The French Revolution erupts in 1789, tearing France apart. The Defarges become leaders of the ruthless revolution, erupting into violence and revenge. The Bastille falls, the aristocracy is massacred. In this chaos, Gebel, the loyal steward of the Evermont state, is arrested. He begs Darnay to return to Paris to help him. Darnay feels morally responsible and leaves for Paris, not realizing the grave danger awaiting him. Immediately upon his arrival, Darnay is imprisoned as an emigrant and member of the nobility. Dr. Minute and Lucy rush to Paris to plead for his life. Dr. Minute, hoping for his old fame as a former Bastille prisoner, will save his son-in-law. During this time, Madame Defarge, driven by a personal vendetta against the Evermont family, knits a secret list of enemies, their fates, sealed by the revolution's relentless gluten. Darnay is sentenced to death despite the desperate efforts of his family. Dr. Minute, though once respected for his suffering, loses his influence under the new regime's fanatism. At the last, Sidney Carton arrives in Paris. He seizes the chance to fulfill his promise to Lucy. Using his physical resemblance to Darnay, Carton bribes and overpowers a guard. Switching places with Darnay in prison, Carton willingly takes Darnay's place, sacrificing his own life for Lucy's happiness and the future of her child. Carton, compassionate and resolute, comforts another innocent prisoner as he faces execution. As he dies, Carton's final thoughts are prophetic. He sees Lucy and Darnay safe and happy, their children growing up in peace. His selfless sacrifice brings hope out of tragedy, echoing the novel's center message of resurrection and the enduring power of love. A Tale of Two Cities is ultimately the story of ordinary people caught in extraordinary events, their lives shaped by the love, hate, sacrifice, and hope. Dickens waves powerful theme of resurrection, the danger of oppression, and the possibility of personal and social change. Dickens' sharp social commentary, unforgettable characters, and moving narrative continue to resonate, making A Tale of Two Cities one of the greatest stories ever told. Sidney Carton's brave act reminds us that everyone can be a hero in their own way. Dive into this powerful story and you might just find a hero inside yourself. Stay with us and get ready to discover more unforgettable stories where every book brings new surprises and lessons. Thank you. See you in the next video.